Hi students, today we are going to do an experiment based on the chapter Metals and Non-Metals for class 8 standard. The aim of this experiment is, with the help of an experiment, compare the chemical reactivity series of zinc, iron and copper. The materials required are beaker, distilled water, copper sulfate, iron sulfate, zinc sulfate, zinc granules, iron fillings and copper turnings. Principle: chemically highly reactive element will displace less reactive element from its salt solution or compound. Now it's time to see the procedure. Take 5 beakers and add small amount of water in each beaker and dissolve copper sulfate, zinc sulfate, iron sulfate in different beakers and arrange all the beakers in an order by following copper sulfate in the first beaker, again copper sulfate in the second beaker, zinc sulfate solution in the third beaker, iron sulfate solution in the fourth beaker and finally zinc sulfate solution in the fifth beaker. Now add zinc granules to the first beaker which contains copper sulfate. In a similar way, add iron nails to the second beaker. Add copper turnings to the third and fourth beaker. And again add iron fillings to the last beaker. Observation: in the first beaker, zinc displaces copper from copper sulfate, giving rise to a colorless zinc sulfate solution. Iron displaces copper from copper sulfate in the second beaker, leaving a light green color of iron sulfate. And in third beaker, as we have added copper turnings to the zinc sulfate solution, we cannot observe any change in that beaker as copper is less reactive than zinc. In a similar way, in the fourth and fifth beakers also, we cannot observe any reaction as these metals are less reactive comparing with the aqueous metallic salt solutions we have taken. That is, zinc sulfate in the last fifth beaker, iron sulfate in the fourth beaker and again zinc sulfate in the third beaker. So finally we can conclude that copper is unable to displace zinc and iron from its salt solutions. Iron is unable to displace zinc from zinc sulfate solution. And the final reactivity order is zinc is more reactive than iron and iron is more reactive than copper. Children, based on this activity, I would like to ask you a few questions. Are you ready? Yeah, the first question is, among the three metals, zinc, iron and